The Rode Wireless Go 2 system is by far the most versatile recording system I have ever used, I've ever even heard of. And the craziest thing is, it's also one of the most affordable. This video is sponsored by Tamron and specifically the 70 to 180 millimeter lens for Sony E-mount cameras. As you guys know, I'm making the switch to shoot exclusively on Sony these days, and this is a lens that I've been using for quite a while now, and I absolutely love it. The 70 to 200 millimeter range has always been my favorite lens overall, but this Tamron version is particularly special because of how small it is. You are giving up 20 millimeters on the long end, so instead of 200 millimeters, it only goes to 180 millimeters. But the size of this lens is so much more convenient than your average 200 millimeter lens for a full frame camera. Now, of course, the best part about this lens is the price. And when you compare this to Sony's offering, there's absolutely no competition in price, but when you compare image quality and autofocus, I can't really see any difference at all. So if you're looking for a telephoto zoom lens, definitely consider the Tamron. It has been an easy choice for us. All right, back to the Rode Wireless Go 2. What is this product? Well, the original version of this product was a microphone transmitter and receiver where the microphone was built into the transmitter itself. So I'm actually wearing both right now. I have the transmitter on under my shirt, and I'm using the built-in mic, sending audio to one side. And then I also have a wired lav mic plugged in to another transmitter. And that leads us to the first new feature of the Wireless Go 2 system. And that's that in the box, this comes with 2 transmitters and just 1 receiver. So on my Sony a7S III right now, I have just 1 receiver, but it's receiving audio from 2 different transmitters, one on the left side and one on the right side. Now on the transmitter, I can tell it to mix both of those audio tracks down into a single mono channel, but I can't think of any reason why I do that. It's much easier for me to keep those audio tracks separate, and then I can combine them in post. That way, if there's any issue in audio levels or if somebody coughs or something, you can always edit it when those tracks are separated. Now, like I mentioned, I'm wearing 1 transmitter and I'm also wearing a lav mic. I've got the lav mic plugged into the other transmitter here. And that is a really interesting feature. You can use the pack by itself with the built-in mic or use any lav microphone that you want to. Now I've got a Sennheiser MKE2 microphone plugged into this. And the funny thing is, this microphone alone costs $350. This entire system with 2 transmitters, 2 microphones, and 1 receiver, and then of course all the cables necessary to plug it into the wall or plug it into a camera or plug it into a computer, it's only $300. So the lav mic alone costs more than this entire system. I think that should give you a good idea of just how incredible of a value this product is. Now the microphone built into each of the transmitters sounds pretty good, but of course a $350 microphone should sound better. So let's do a sound test to see which one you prefer. Now the microphone built into each of the transmitters sounds pretty good, but of course a $350 microphone should sound better. So let's do a sound test to see which one you prefer. Okay, I just heard that test for the first time, and the Rode mic sounds shockingly good. To some people, it may even sound better. It's definitely a little bit more harsh, but some people might say it's a little bit clearer. Very interesting. Now, of course, each one of these units comes with an internal battery, and to charge them, there's a small USB-C port on the side of each of the units. But what's new with the Wireless Go 2 system is you can now export a digital signal. So obviously on top of my camera right now, I've got a 1/8 headphone jack running into the side of my camera. But if I wanted to use this system with a computer, and maybe I wanted to have a nice microphone for a Zoom or a Skype call, I could plug these into a computer and it would recognize the signal digitally. We've had problems with the previous version trying to charge and export sound at the exact same time. There's a small hiss that comes up. But of course, if you plug the receiver into a computer, and it's charging over USB, but it's sending the signal digitally, you're not going to have any hiss at all. This digital signal also means that you can use it with a smartphone that doesn't have a headphone jack. And of course, today, that's most smartphones. With this cable right here, the SC15, I can plug one side into the receiver and the other side into Lightning on my iPhone, and boom, I've got a wireless audio system that works perfectly with my cell phone as well. Now, when you really start thinking about how convenient and small these products are, you can come up with infinite ideas of how to use them. For example, you could take one of the transmitters and plug it into a powered shotgun microphone and boom it up over the top of someone to get even higher quality audio. Instead of having to run long cables everything could be completely wireless. We've also used this system for audio monitoring. With a camera, you could plug the transmitter into the headphone jack, and that's going to send a signal to a receiver, and then you plug headphones into the receiver. So now, without being tethered to your camera, you can listen to everything completely wirelessly. One of the most interesting features is that each transmitter now has the option for on-site recording. It's got a little memory bank inside the transmitter. This means if you're ever on location and you have any sort of audio interference with the wireless system, you have a perfectly clean file saved automatically on the transmitter. I don't currently have the original Rode Go system with me to do a side-by-side test, but Rode claims that this newer version has more than doubled the transmission length. So you have over 600 feet of wireless audio transmission. I've been using the original system for a couple years now. I can't think of a single time I've had any sort of audio interference. Keep in mind, I have been using the microphones most of the time in our home in Puerto Rico. However, Rode says that they have upped the signal strength and the audio quality as well. Now, obviously, if your goal is ultimate sound quality, you can go crazy. You can spend over $1,000 on a single transmitter and a single receiver. This is not that. But for 99.9% of people who are just looking for high quality sound and an easy to use, convenient package, the original Rode Go system was probably the best on the market. It really didn't have much competition itself. But now with the second version and all of these incredible new features and the fact that they've somehow kept the price at $300, I feel like Rode doesn't have any competition at all. Run out today and buy this product.